Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marcin here, and today I want to talk about Animal Crossing because a feature that I thought about and wanted to make a video on, I kind of waited on making the video and I'm glad I did because a thought occurred about it and I was like, maybe that wouldn't actually be good. And what I'm talking about is in Animal Crossing City Folk, there was a way to have an auction house where you could put items up for sale, and if people visited your town, they could choose to bid on them. I'm assuming it was bidding, because it was an auction house. I didn't know, because I never got to try the feature, and that's what I'm going to get into. I thought it would be interesting if Animal Crossing had an auction house similar to how games normally do it, to where it's a completely public auction house, where you go to the auction house and any item that any player is selling, you can find. Because back in the day, I was so used to stuff like that I just assumed that's how this worked. I put stuff on there and I was like, it's not selling. And I think a part of me kind of did know that it wouldn't work like normal auction houses, but I still did it. And then after a while, I think that's when I was like, okay, this definitely is just someone has to visit your town. And I'm going off of memory. I think that's how it all kind of unraveled for me, but it was a long time ago, so I'm not too sure. But regardless, it made me think about, why is this not a normal auction house? And recently I thought, it'd be a cool feature to have an auction house. And I was all ready to make a video about how the new Animal Crossing game, I would hope, would have an auction house. But then as I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. That could potentially ruin what Animal Crossing is. And I'm starting to wonder if that's the reason why City Folk was set up the way it was, because Nintendo is just really bad with online stuff. They have gotten better, but some games still, it's like, what are you guys doing, in my opinion? I don't really understand all their decisions. So for me, I just assumed it was like, well, it's Nintendo's online stuff, so that's why it's the way it is. But I'm wondering if they did it like that on purpose, because as I was thinking about it, if you could just buy any item in the game just by searching for it, I think it might take away from some of the magic of the game. Because a big part of that game is customizing all your stuff the way you want, and a part of that is by checking the game all the time and seeing if some of the stores have what you want, or if maybe one of your friends is able to find something that you want, and then you can trade, or they can just give you it, or whatever. So I think with an auction house, it would take away from that. And that's where I kind of wanted to make this video as more of just an open conversation, kind of, or just something to think about. Because I'm very happy I waited on making this video, because I couldn't believe when it hit me of just like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't think this would be good. But at the same time, it could also have its benefits, because maybe the items would just be extremely expensive. So it would give you something to constantly be trying to make money towards, to being able to purchase it. But then at the same time, it has its negatives, because again, you're able to search for anything, and you would be able to sell all of your stuff, which in return would mean that you would make a lot more money, and maybe the game would be too easy. So to me, this is just a really interesting topic, and I don't really have a clear answer as to what would be the best option. I think if I had to choose, I think not having an auction house is probably the way to go, but it's still just a very interesting concept, and I really wanted to make a video on it. So hopefully this was enjoyable. I definitely want to know your opinions on this in the comment section down below, and maybe I'll make more stuff like this about not so much my direct opinion on something, but just a concept on the pros and cons of it. So either way, that's all I really have to say about this. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.